Hey guys, welcome back. BDCR here. We're back with another online multiplayer battle, and I guess you can kind of see what we're looking for today with the thumbnail.
Right. We've got a lot of comments about the Astro gear. I think what we're going to try to do with this team, because it seems like we're consistently getting some good fights against hackers, we are making a point of, fighting against the Astro gear, and not just one, but usually on all three characters, because they're hacking.
Yeah, seeing what we can find.
Yeah, so, the strategy for dealing with the Astro gear when it's only one person is actually relatively straightforward, right? I think what you want to do is bypass the invulnerabilities, because I think we've talked about the power shield, and the power shield really acts, even though it looks like a shield, it acts more like an extra potential 40% health.
Yeah.
Which is not actually that hard to deal with. So, really, you want to avoid as many of the 10, 50, and 10% invulnerabilities. 100%, sorry, the 150 and 10%. The 100% you can't really avoid, because once they're in, they're in. So you need somebody who can stall. But sometimes you can actually achieve the same effect by doing a lot of splash damage if they're not the person in first slot. And that's what makes Arkham Knight Batman so good. Armed with... it's the same idea, right? You see Injustice 2 Superman comes in with half his health because of the splash damage, and that would be just as effective against somebody if he had Astro Gear coming in.
Yeah. I think the most interesting thing about Astro Harness's revive kind of feature to me is the way that the last hit, still before it was killed, is underneath the shield, so that when the shield gets dealt with, there's still that little sliver of like original health that's left over. Right.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I don't know if this is possible or if we've seen it yet, but is it possible for somebody to like be hit with a hit that's supposed to deal like 50% of their health, and then to have more health left underneath their shield than the shield itself?
That's interesting. I would love to experiment a little bit more with it in multiplayer.
Or I guess you wouldn't be able to do that, because that hit would just eat up your entire Astral Shield instantly.
Yeah, or Power Shield. I keep on calling it Astro Gear. I know it's not Astro Gear. I know Astro Force becomes Astro Harness. I guess Astro Gear is a nice short form, or it's just my brain is short-circuiting and I can't figure out what's going on.
See, because if they had 40% of their health left, or sorry, if they had 20% of their health left, and you dealt an attack that did 40% of their health worth of damage, the Astral Shield and their health bar would be the same length after that hit, theoretically.
Well, except, in theory, like, there's no health left, right? When the Power Shield, I want to say Astro Shield too, when the Power Shield's up, there's nothing there. Hot diggity. It just does, Arkham Knight Batman, because, alright, so the reason why he's so good is he's versatile. So right now, when his special one does a huge amount of splash damage, and you don't have to worry about the invulnerability interrupting your special and wasting your power, he's spectacular. And then when you come into against the Astro Harness, you can make him more of a defensive tank, so that he can stand there and eat a bit of the damage without damage over time immunity and crit immunity too. And you can do it on fly. It's not like Mortal Kombat where you can change the gear in the middle of your ladder. Okay, so here's a hacker. Has he done anything
special? But it looks
special?
like only Injustice 2 Superman has any gear.
Oh, I should have checked the gears. Yeah. But it almost doesn't matter. They're okay. They're pretty strong and effective, but with no gear, there's really no danger.
Yeah. We'll have to see what the last guy has.
Like, the first decision really is, will the first guy eat specials? And if it is, then Arkham Knight Batman comes in. It's a relatively straightforward setup. And the only difference with, let's peel his can open. Peel him open like a can of sardines.
He's the guy who's got gear, right?
Yeah. It's not doing much good. And because we already took off his shield. Oh, so he had 2 forcible gears.
At least. Or wait, he had 300, so chances are 2 maxed out forcible gears. It makes the most sense. I don't even know if it would be possible to get to exactly 300 with all 3 forcible gears, but just only level up to a minimal amount. Probably not, right?
Yeah. Not at all. Yeah. That was pretty sweet. Easy. 1 second, 61,000. That's not bad. DPS. There was one fight that I did not record where I got 120,000 damage in 1 second.
That's pretty impressive.
It's amazing, right? So, never mind that his damage is so huge, his latency is so short. Oh, nice Batman theme team. I think we fought this one before the last time we did this run. I like these teams. I mean, they don't really have much synergy, but
The theme?
the idea is fun. It's like facing an all Harley Quinn team, right?
Yeah. Or it would be like facing like an all Arkham villain team.
Yeah. I mean, what we've got here is World's Finest, with Bruce Wayne's dad making an appearance, right? That's Flashpoint Batman. So it's the World's Finest, plus a little bit of supervision, a chaperone to make sure they don't misbehave.
Yeah.
Okay. So after this fight, we should be seeing teams with, we should be seeing hacker teams with an Astro Harness on each one. The good thing is, there's no point putting 3 Astro Harnesses on each one.
Wait, is Flashpoint Batman the one where Bruce dies and his dad becomes Batman and his mom becomes the Joker?
I don't actually know. It's been so long since I've actually read. I mean, you asked me about stuff from the 80s.
Because when you talked about that's Bruce's dad, that's the only storyline in which I know that Bruce's dad survives. I'm sure there are others. There have to be.
Whoa! Time is
wow.
nothing. All right, that's got to be the best damage per second, because when you divide a number by 0, that's infinity.
Well, it's undefined, technically.
I guess so.
Mathematically.
All right, that's worth taking. That's worth, yeah, for posterity's sake. Okay.
Nice. Good thing we were recording this one, huh?
Yeah. All right.
That's a little better than the 1 second.
That's spectacular. Holy crap. I mean, I really hate it, because no matter how fast you try to... Oh, all right, so sorry. No matter how hard you try to finish a fight quickly, you always lose 2 seconds at the beginning.
Oh.
All right, so see how she had no special 2, so she's always doing special 1, and that takes advantage of damage over time. And
all Astro Harnesses.
Yep, and Killer Frost is a pain. This is a team that's actually pretty hard, because Killer Frost is a pain, because if you rely anything on specials, then you're going to generate power for it a lot slower.
So let's take a look at the revives and see that kind of visual effects. I feel like the best way we'd be able to like test out Astro Harness would be if we could do like mirror match. Doesn't match the gear, does it?
Oh, you know what? That was a mistake. This is, every once in a while I'm just in the habit of using the same... Ooh, this is not looking good. We want to win this. That was a waste of 2. I was hoping to get the timing right and just sneak in before, instead of having to take any damage from her. But, sometimes it's a gamble you take, right?
Get that damage over time.
Yeah, but he's going to do enough damage fast enough, hopefully, that it's not going to matter much. Like, I'm willing to sacrifice him, because he took out one of them, right? That's good enough. If he does enough damage, I'm willing to live with that. And this is buy his time, and maybe the last one will hit, but it's to buy a little bit. Oh, there you go.
See, look, you can see the health underneath it.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I never realized that.
Yeah, I did. And see, the health is left over afterwards, too.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I thought it was...
It protects for the hit that was supposed to kill you. It doesn't actually...
Oh, because the hit was big enough. Right.
Yeah. Whatever hit is supposed to kill you is when it triggers. It doesn't actually hit you down to 0 to trigger it.
Right, and it takes the health, it takes the shield. Oh, wow, okay.
So it might actually be like a revive, but it might actually be like a revive in reverse, where whatever health is left over is the only thing that's guaranteed to be saved.
Right.
I'm not sure if you can actually deal it down in one hit, because in that one it looked like just then.
Well, I absolutely can't though. We've seen it. Saw it happen with Raven, right? When we were testing it.
So
it can do both. All right, that's really interesting.
Do you see what I mean? That graphical thing where you see the other health. So it is just a big health pool, but it's funny because the health is actually layered over itself.
Right.
So, like I said, if you had an attack that did 20% damage, and they had 20% health left.
No special 2. And no special 2.
You would end up with 2 equal length bars.
Right. And I think this is the same guy who's been hacking. I wish NetherRealms would do a better job. I mean, it should be pretty easy, because it looks like he's just taking the same teams, and once he gets banned, he's just creating new teams, like new WBIDs, new accounts, yeah. I mean, it makes for a little bit of fun, but I could see how this would be really frustrating if you're seeing them and you don't have a decent maxed out team.
Yeah, I feel like there should be like a system of auto banning people that literally could not get what they have, right? Oh crap.
Yeah, usually the timing on it is good. If you're tagging in, usually that actually you get the freebie. They don't react fast enough on the drop-in, so another struggle. I mean, what we're really aiming for is being able to do some special 2s. And I gotta remember not to block when they do the special and eat it. Because if you block it, you're probably gonna lose your shield anyways, and still take it because of the unblockable chance.
You'll just take some damage.
Yeah, but you'll lose the shield too, which is the worst part of it.
You get all the drawback and none of the benefit. There we go.
Yeah, like that. See?
Except you didn't take any damage. Because it was a one hit that broke your block.
Oh, right. So the breaking block. Alright, so that's good. Ooh, almost.
Oh.
That was good timing.
Oh, he's blocking.
Yeah, and he's got 2 special ones. He's going to do 2 special ones that are both unblockable. Or potentially unblockable. So he'll eat one. And he'll eat the second one. Yeah, block breaker. See, it didn't really help us. But at least we didn't lose a shield because that shield actually saved us from one of them.
Yeah. You know,
Right,
I wonder.
There we go. Punish. Okay. Sorry?
With the ability to manipulate things like crit chance and crit damage, I wonder if there's a theoretical way of hacking in other stats, like making more moves block breaker percent chance.
I'm sure it's possible.
Because there's got to be somewhere the data tied to a character, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The problem is it might only generate that kind of in the local memory just for, like, during a fight, right?
Right.
So there might not be any way to actually, like, hack that onto a character so that it's a permanent stat.
It's interesting. I mean, we'll know. Oh, I forgot he's got the mother box on him. Yeah, no, but we would know if it was starting to happen.
Yeah, we'd know if it's possible if anybody actually managed to do it. Because that would be... How crappy would that be if there was a 100%... Everybody had a 100% block breaker chance and everybody also had, like... I don't know. Theoretically, you could do something like 100% splash damage, right? On
right.
like on everything.
Right.
If anything that has a precedent even anywhere in the game, anything that has a splash damage precedent, so definitely like a first special, theoretically, that data is somewhere at some point, and even if you would have to like hack it live, you could do it.
That Red Sun team was probably toughest, but I think this is, excuse me, the next toughest because now they've got.
Martian Manhunter.
Oh, actually, they don't have Revive because they don't have Blackest Night Hawkgirl. So it really is just that they're again another special one unblockable team. That's what makes them so tough.
Yeah, but that would be interesting to.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see and figure out. Oh, sorry. And the other thing is, this is a little bit easier in Red Sun team because even though they've got the Revive, they don't have the crit immunity.
Oh yeah.
So that makes a huge difference for Flashpoint Batman's benefit, right?
Like
Like
you just eat through them. Like nothing.
right, because that's the biggest part of his passive. When you've got crit immunity, you're taking the biggest part of his passive. Look at that, 61,000 each hit.
That's in 2 hits. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother defensively. I'm just gonna try to. Right, because now he's already passed the first one.
Oh crap.
That's all right.
Crap, there, Rooney. Look, you got that little bit of necrotic damage. But hit him with a nice special one.
That's what I'm trying to do, but he's not cooperating. Oh, there we go. I wasn't gonna eat that damage again with the chance of not.
Making it worse for yourself.
Oh, that's good. So special 2 is not unblockable. That's what the good thing about that was. We were lucky there because it didn't do an unblockable, right? That was luck.
It's too bad that it triggered on his 100%, and then afterwards he had healed back up enough that we could re-trigger the mid-tier one, right?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Power Drain. This is basically Nightwing. Blackest Night Nightwing. That was the best Nightwing we've had so far. You know, that's like an allusion to Drainage on Special 1.
Yeah. Oh, is he blocking?
Yeah, he's blocking.
Yeah.
You know, I should have been planning for it because it felt like he should be tagging out anytime, so I should have been planning for it. Oh, and he's got a block breaker. Which one? I can't even remember what gear he had. Did I even look?
Unless it was hacked.
Yeah, it might have been Martian Manhunter, right? His own signature gear has a block breaker, and I can't remember.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of others, but I think that's got the highest percentage from him. There we go. Nice splash damage, too. Nice. Destructive blows.
Look at that. It's funny, you could... That shield health meter looks a little funky. But it's a cool visual effect. I think that's a cool thing to do with the gear.
Yeah. So... Yeah, I think really it's that you need to do the same strategy. High damage per second, splash damage if you can, and that's definitely a strategy when you've got only one Astro gear, but in a hack team it still sometimes works a little bit because the gaps are so big between 10 and 50%, or 150%.
Yeah, so there we go. That was the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.